Good evening, one and all. We're here today at the home of cricket, Lords. I'm Adam Gilchrist, and next to me in the commentary position is Michael Atherton, Mel Jones, and the one and only Ali Mitchell.
It's great to be here for this match. I'm sure we'll be treated to a spectacular contest.
Thanks, Alison. It looks like the captains are ready for the toss. Let's go pitch side.
You'd be tempted to bat first on this pitch, but with this bowling attack, well, it's not a bad idea to get them at the opposition early and see what problems they can cause.
So here we go, the players make their way out to a seismic crowd. They've waited all day for this match and they're ready for some world-class batting and bowling. The pitch today, that looks good. Bit of grass on top, so they'll get their wish, I think. Right, so we're ready to get underway. There's always something special about the first delivery. It can really set the tone for a match. Nice shot, straight to gully. Gone! Oh, that's a bit unlucky.
Such a disappointment. A lot of people here at the ground would have been looking forward to seeing this innings. As it is, they've got to walk back, barely troubling the scorers.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should be on as the new batter strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. Brilliant diving stop. End of the over. 2 runs added to the total. The Superchargers are 1 for 1.
End of the first, not many runs off it. A good start by the bowlers.
The right arm fast bowler is coming into the attack from the nursery end. Oh, bowled him. What a beauty. Swung in and the stump's knocked over.
They're on fire out there at the moment. A key batter gone for a duck, completely beaten. What a sight to see the stump sent flying.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Oh, I thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Goes for it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like will carry.
Well, didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
End of the over. 5 runners coming from it. The Superchargers are 6 for 2.
Well, bowlers have them pinned down at the moment. Batters need to try and rotate the strike a bit.
Going with pace now.
New bowler into the attack, the London Spirit.
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Was quick onto that in the infield. Amazing reflexes, and that's stuck. Great grab. Oh, wow. Brilliant reactions, and what a catch.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Before that wicket, the new batter comes charging out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Pepper waited on that and guides it down to third. Fielder coming around, may stop it before the boundary.
Really smashed it off the back foot.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Square cut, finds point, no run. The end of a very tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be that easy out there at the moment. Good pressure being exerted. Gleeson from the pavilion end. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Drive straight down the ground, mid-on will collect that one though. Doesn't beat the infield. Finds the fielder with that shot. The end of another tidy over. Good to see the pressure starting to build on the batters.
End of the 4th over. The Northern Superchargers are now on 10 for 4.
Massive outside edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Edge, but it drops safely. Oh, that's cut off nicely. 4 runs saved. Fantastic running. Turned 2 into 3 there. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on length is obviously the way to go. Over the Superchargers, 17 for 3.
End of the 6th over. The Northern Superchargers are now 17 for 3.
Beautifully timed drive, but a smash straight into the bowler's stumps. Oh dear, the batter looks really annoyed with that one. Caught. That's a ridiculous catch. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you expect from someone of this quality.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come into bat after the fall of a wicket. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Can't get that outside the ring field. Big edge. The Superchargers finish off the over without troubling the scorers and losing a vital wicket. Can it get any worse? The right armour is coming into the attack from the pavilion end.
The new bowler into the attack.
A lovely delivery. Got it in short and surprised them. They'll be happy only one of those is allowed. Crawley watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Couldn't get it through the field. The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming off it. Both sides need to inject some life into this match.
They just haven't got going, have they? It's been a great bowling performance, though.
Overton from the pavilion end. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Massive outside edge. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Overton ends what has been a tidy over. Just needed to top it off with a wicket.
End of the over. The Northern Superchargers are now on 3 for 4.
Worrell, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the nursery end. Cuts that off well in the infield. Oh, that's a cracking shot. That's going to be 6. It's going way back into the crowd there.
Gets onto the front foot, and that shot is full of aggression. Sent high and long over the rope.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Square cut, finds point, no run. Big edge.
Didn't time it at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Things have been kept relatively quiet here. Another good over comes to an end.
End of the 9th over. The Northern Superchargers are now on to 4 for 4. We'll have another 5 balls from this bowler.
How will he reply?
Thick edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Edge, but it drops safely. They've scored all the way and over for 6. Miller, classy square drive.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Nicked it. Huge edge. 9 runs added there. The Superchargers are 43 for 4.
End of the 10th over. The Northern Superchargers are now on with 3 for 4.
The right arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the pavilion end. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Drilled that one away. Nicely fielded out deep on the boundary. End of the over, 4 runs coming off it. The Superchargers are 47 for 4.
End of the 12th.
The right arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the pavilion end.
Richard Wilson, the new bowler into the attack for London Spirit.
Beats the field with a great shot. Good fielding out in the boundary. Drive straight down the ground, mid-on will collect that one though. Good shot, a beauty.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Over the Superchargers, 53 for 4. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though.
Great shorter ball. Well played though. Didn't flinch and was able to leave the ball comfortably. That's the end of the short stuff for this over.
Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Across the stumps and a flick of the wrist. It's wide, a square leg. Could be 4.
That was a solid shot. Really well played. Ball was dropped just a little shorter and a great shot off the back foot.
End of the 13th over. The Northern Superchargers are now 65 for 4.
Worrell back into the attack.
Bowler into the attack.
Massive outside edge.
And that brings up the 50 partnership for these two.
Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Edge, but it drops safely. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Oh, that's beautifully struck. Right out of the guts and all the way.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
After a poor start, these two have really got their eye in.
Runs have been at a premium this middle portion of the match.
The bowler will continue for the next 5 balls.
Dawson from the pavilion end. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. The over ends and no change to the score. Some superb bowling. It's looking tough for the batters to find a way to get the ball away.
Northern Superchargers are now 4 for 4.
Turner, the spinner, coming into the attack.
London Spirit.
Thick edge. That is huge, enormous, massive, gigantic. Take your pick.
The runs are starting to come now. Really good shot for 6. This innings is starting to build.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions for this innings. They'll get at least one here. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. The bowler and the slips have really gone up here. They like it.
17th over.
Wood, the left-arm pace bowler, is coming on to bowl from the nursery end.
New bowler into the attack.
Massive outside edge. Yeah, they've held that. Brilliant work in the deep. Fantastic catch at cover point. Great athleticism.
At long last, they have the wicket. Could so easily have been a game-changing innings, but all the same, it's been fabulous to watch.
It's a long way to walk out there just to turn around and walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first run behind them and then push on. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. 4 runs added there. The Superchargers are 87 for 5.
Runs have been at a premium this middle portion of the match.
End of the 18th over. The
Going with spin now.
are now on 87 for 5. Ashton Turner, the new bowler, into the attack.
Huge edge. Doesn't beat the infield. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Big edge. Turner over pitches and pays the price. Great shot by the batter. That could be 4. Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Goes for it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like it'll carry.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
End of the 9th.
Overton coming into the attack from the pavilion end.
Jamie Overton into the attack for London Spirit.
Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
Oh, there you go. A no ball. Maybe just trying a little too hard. Just need to get more control back.
Overton will be disappointed with that previous delivery, not up to their normal standards.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through. On 49. A quick single, maybe?
Nice shot, straight to gully.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading. A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner, and they're ready to go again.
Wood, the left-arm pace bowler, is coming into the attack from the pavilion end. Finds the edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Massive outside edge. And the innings comes to an end. The Spirit will need 120 runs. The openers are coming out. It's a very gettable total. They just need to get off to a good start and not give anything silly away. It's the silly stuff that could give the bowlers a sniff in this match.
Here we go. First ball.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Yeah, it's so clear that all these spectators here today are completely enthralled and energised, judging by that noise anyway. Flex that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. End of the over, 3 off it. The Spirit are 3 for none.
End of the first over. London Spirit are now 3 for none. We'll have 5 balls from this bowler.
Rashid from the nursery end. Rashid, straight through them. Batter was late on that one.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. The task here will be that of support and getting themselves settled into their innings. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller and have been put away.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Couldn't get it through the field. Was quick onto that in the infield. 4 runs added in that over. The Spirit are 7 for 1.
End of the over. London Spirit are now...
Potts, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the pavilion end.
Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Square cut, finds point, no run.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the wicketkeeper. No more short balls this over.
Cuts that off well in the infield. Brilliant shot through the vacant point position. Not sure it'll get cut off.
That was a solid shot. Really well played. Ball was dropped just a little shorter and a great shot off the back foot.
End of the fourth.
7 runs added in that over. The Spirit are 14 for 1. Santner, the left-arm orthodox bowler, is coming into the attack from the pavilion end.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Oh my word, fast reflexes and grabs it. Stunning catch. And that's gone. Amazing catch.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, so I want to show everyone their strength. Great shot through the gap. Oh, I thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Perfectly timed. End of the over, 10 off it. The Spirit are 24 for 2.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
That's the end of the power play. London Spirit are now on 24 for 2.
Potts from the nursery end. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Goes for it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like we'll carry. Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Can't get that outside the ring field. Five runs added there. The Spirit are 29 for 2.
That's the end of the power play. London Spirit are now on 29 for 2.
Bowled! What a way to start the over.
This innings just cut short before it really flourished. It really looked like it would be moving to a big, big score, and it's not to be.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. They've gone up here. Nice shot, but straight to gully. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. That's the end of a truly superb over. Takes an important wicket and doesn't concede a run. What more can you ask for?
Remaining. London Spirit need 1 runs and have 3 out.
Santner, the left armour, is the new bowler from the Pavilion end. Doesn't beat the infield. Santner. Will be pleased with their work in that over. Kept the batters under pressure very, very well. It's something they do so well.
London Spirit are now
Duffy, coming back into the attack, has done well so far. Nearly gets the edge. Duffy with a great delivery there. Massive outside edge. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Shot straight past the bowler. Could well be 4.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Brook, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Wow, that's missed a lot. Oh, great shot.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Goes through it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like it'll carry. End of the over, and a very nicely bowled one. Not much opportunity to score runs there.
end of the 8th over. London Spirit are now on 3 for 3.
The right armour is coming on to bowl from the nursery end. Goes over the top with that shot.
That showed great skill, lovely timing, and the boundary was the only place it was heading.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Good shot, a beauty.
Just perfection, a magnificent shot. You just can't hit it any better than that, racing away to the boundary.
This has been a great over so far. 2 boundaries from it. The runs are flowing very easily now. Huge edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. End of the over. 9 off it. The Spirit are 52 for 3. A new bowler is coming into the attack.
New bowler into the attack.
Brilliant diving stop. Swept away, but finds the fielder. Nice shot, just a flick off the pads.
A poor delivery, and you don't pass up chances like that. Crashed away for 4.
Turner has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. 2 straight and punch through the leg side. 8 runs added in that over. The Spirit 60 for 3.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Santner from the pavilion end.
Are now on 60 for 3.
Nice shot, but straight to gully. Square cut, finds point, no run. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. Finds the fielder with that shot. Head over the ball, great shot, that's racing away. End of the over, 5 off it. The Spirit are 65 for 3.
End of the 12th over. London Spirit.
The right arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the pavilion end. Perfectly timed.
What a great shot that was. Onto the front foot really quickly. No stopping that one.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Gone. Superb catch. Oh, that's just outrageous.
Well, at the end of an entertaining performance with the bat, certainly a good wicket to get, the runs were really starting to flow.
Yeah, big opportunity. They've worked really hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get a big score on the board. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Misses everything. 4 runs added in the over. The Spirit are 69 for 4.
End of the over. London Spirit are now on 69 for 4. And we'll have another 5 balls from this bowler.
That is huge, enormous, massive, gigantic. Take your pick.
Hit that one on the up. A fabulous drive for 6.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Was quick onto that in the infield. Cuts that off well in the infield. Drive straight down the ground, mid-on, will collect that one though. Good bowling, kept it nice and tight and made it hard to score.
End of the 13th over. London Spirit are now on 77 for 4.
Duffy back on now. Oh boy, that's a maximum. I want to know how far that's gone. Came right off the meat of the bat.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Goes for it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like it'll carry.
Oh, didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Huge edge. The Superchargers with a massive shout. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. End of the over. The Spirit are 88 for 4.
End of the 15th over. London Spirit.
Lawrence coming back into the attack.
The new bowler into the attack.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying. Brilliant shot. That's one for the crowd.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Huge. That has flown.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Lawrence with a huge appeal. Great shot. There's a fielder back there, but they won't be stopping that one. Dixon loves the short balls, and that hook shot was no exception. Really playing all their shots that over. Very expensive.
End of the 6th.
They've been asked plenty of questions by the bowlers, but the batters have had all the answers so far this innings.
This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. Swept away, but finds the fielder.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Rashid shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Can't get that outside the ring field. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Square cut, finds point, no run. End of the over, 5 runs coming from it. The Spirit are 110 for 4.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Potts from the nursery end. Good catch, out! Simple as you like, the batter didn't bother to look at more than one delivery in that over.
Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball. Couldn't get it through the field. No, terrible shot. Cut away and through the gap. Lovely shot. Might be 4.
Got onto that so early. The cut shot in front of square teased the field all the way to the boundary.
End of the over. 6 off it. The Spirit are 116 for 5. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
Got their weight forward, their head was right, and punched nicely through the ball. A great win.
Now, hope you enjoyed the match and join us again real soon.